You know the trouble with freedom? People. If it were not for people, freedom would be wonderful. A tragic but illustrative example of this truth was observed on 9/11. Individuals who were free to act within the boundaries of our American freedoms were enabled by the very liberties they despise to commit their heinous acts of murder. Thousands of innocent people lost their lives because those people were at liberty to act in a manner that completely violated the rights of others. Unfortunately, there are others in this country today planning similar acts of destruction and violence, and they will do so without a moment's hesitation. We are faced with an implacable enemy. They refuse to negotiate. We cannot communicate with them because they do not understand what motivates us, and most of us do not understand what motivates them. Nevertheless, the failure to understand or be understood is not licensed to perpetuate additional acts of violence and bloodshed. The challenge we face is the delicate balance between liberty and justice for all and the possible abrogation of some of the civil rights of a few individuals. Civil rights are rights guaranteed us by the government, with America being the preeminent example of these civil liberties granted to all. While not perfect, America still guarantees to its citizens the unparalleled liberties of an unmatched Constitution. Human rights, as distinct from civil rights, are rights granted by God. Civil rights, for some, cannot be allowed to infringe upon the human rights of all. Political correctness as a doctrine would imply that it is preferable to sacrifice the human rights of all rather than violate some fallacious position that the civil liberties of a few transcend the human liberties of all. As one who is a grateful beneficiary of and a firm believer in civil rights and civil liberties, I boldly affirm that the right to live in peace and security far outweigh some alleged violation of the civil liberties of those who would do us harm. The Constitution, which promises liberty, also promises justice.